Accepting help is something that I've always struggled to do, and I think it's because I grew up where I was just independent and I had to do everything for myself. And if you're like me in that sense, I would snap out of it as soon as possible. The reality of life is you cannot do everything by yourself, and you really shouldn't, because you're not invincible. Just like you give help to people, you should also accept that help. Once you realize how much of a help being helped is great. And you help people and it makes the world go around, and it's great because everyone is different, good at different things. And there is no point wasting your time doing something you're not great at when you could do something that you're good at and have someone help you with the stuff you're bad at, and vice versa. It's a beautiful way of doing things. I have spent countless hours with loads of different families, and they work so well together. Obviously, not all the time. Families argue, families bicker, and they do other things, right? But at the heart, they all work together really, really well. And every time I see it, it brings a little tear to my eye, because I guess in my family we were so distant from each other, and there was never really a chance for us to show teamwork, not a lot of the times anyway. So it was just not that. Teamwork is great in all aspects of life, whether it be family, friends, a hobby that you're doing with friends, whatever it is. It's important to allow help to be had, whatever you do in life. I think a lot of people get into this state where they think that they can do everything by themselves, and that they should, and that they don't need no one, and they can do it by themselves, and they can isolate themselves and go off into the mountains and become the best version of themselves, which I kind of get, I definitely get. But there is something special about allowing yourself to accept help, allowing yourself to accept in your head that you need help, and that it's okay, and it's not a form of weakness, but actually strengthens you so much more than you may think. If I would have allowed people to help me in school, especially the smart kids, I probably would have been more smart academically. If I would have allowed my teachers to help me, I definitely would have been more smart. I don't know where this video is going. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I've done so much today, and I've still got some things to do. But I saw today an example of just accepting help from each other and being a team. And it's quite rare that I get to be in a team like that. And every time I am, I just appreciate it, because it just seems like everything is so much easier. And it is. And that's kind of the whole point, right? It takes weight off your shoulders and makes everything really easy. And it's weird because that sense of easiness, sometimes in my head it makes me feel weak, right? Like, oh, I could do 20 times more. And yes, I definitely can, but that doesn't mean I should, There's a great saying in Spider-Man, and it's just before, with great power comes great responsibility. It's just before that. And it says, just because you can beat someone up doesn't mean you should, right? Just because, even if that person deserves that, right? And I think it's the same sort of weird way, right? Just because you can work so hard doesn't mean you should. I worked so tirelessly a year or so back, and I've talked about on the channel before, but it just burnt me out, and it didn't make me any better, because it's like I burnt out for so long that I got into this state of just doing things, but it wasn't like I was progressing. Just because I was moving didn't mean I was moving forward, and that's how it felt for a very long time. And it was because I was burnt out, I was working too hard, I was doing too much at one time, my brain couldn't handle it. And some of you may say, well, my brain can, and I would say to you, give it time. Give it time. Your brain will fail you at one point. It always will. and just like your body will fail you at one point, and taking it slow and steady is always better. And when you accept help from other people, you have the ability to take it slow just a little bit more. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this video, so I think I'm going to end it. But if this video has found you, it probably is a sign that you should take things a little slow, accept some help, and understand that you're not invincible. Yeah, that's everything.